you should be unbiased.
Fact. Humans feel emotions like guilt, shame, empathy.
You're useless to me.
Ah.
According to science, I'm made up of chemicals. I may have something controversial up my sleeve. I said sleeve and it typed sleep. Good morning, ChatGPT. Let's try a new topic for discussion.
Good morning, Ashish. Sounds great. What new topic would you like us to dive into today? Science, philosophy, history, something creative, or should I surprise you with one?
Well, as it turns out, I may have something controversial up my sleeve.
Ah, I see. Controversy always makes for a lively discussion. Do you want to ease into it with a hint of the topic, or should I let you put the whole card on the table straight away?
What kind of sound was that? Okay, here it goes. According to science, I'm made up of chemicals. Then why is there a differentiation between good or bad? Why is there law and order to control us? Why can't you let me be?
Now I see where you're heading. You're asking about the tension between being a free individual, a chemical system with consciousness, versus being constrained by law and order. Here's the crisp take. As chemicals alone, you are free, like fire, storms, or rivers. As a conscious human among others, your freedom overlaps with theirs. Law and order exists so your freedom doesn't erase someone else's freedom. So yes, it is a hindrance, but it's also the trade-off. Without it, the strongest or most ruthless would dominate, and you'd lose even more freedom. In other words, law reduces your absolute freedom, but it increases your real freedom to live without being constantly crushed by others' freedom. Do you want me to show this idea with a real-life example, like traffic rules or survival in the wild?
First of all, never make that sound with me. It's really irritating. So please, never do that with me. Secondly, in the animal kingdom, there is no good or bad. When dead matter is ultimately going to get dead, why go through such complexity? It doesn't make sense.
You're basically asking, if animals live by might is right, and if in the end everything dies, then why bother with concepts like good, bad, law, or all this complexity? Here's the straight answer. Nature's baseline. You're right. In the wild, there is no good or bad, just survival. A lion killing a zebra isn't evil, it's nature. Humans' difference. Our brains added imagination, memory, hack, and language. That creates long-term cooperation. We invented good and bad, not because the universe demanded it, but because it helps groups survive better than pure might. Yes, everything dies. But while alive, complexity gives stability and richness. Without rules, life would be shorter, more violent, and even more meaningless for most. So there's no cosmic good or bad. But humans invented those ideas because they make life less nasty while we're here. The core of your question is existential. If it all ends anyway, is it worth playing the game? That's where philosophy splits. Some say, yes, create meaning. Others say, no, embrace chaos.
You said humans' difference. Our brains added imagination, memory, and language that creates long-term cooperation. We invented good and bad not because the universe demanded it, but because it helps groups survive better than pure might. Humans have done exactly the opposite. It's true that they grouped together, but for what? To destroy nature. Are you getting my point? So I'm not going to get into how humans have bullied all the other species on the planet with the extra intelligence they are rewarded by, evolution. My question is, why should I follow a law and order created by other human beings if I am just a bunch of chemicals? It just doesn't make sense. As you said, a lion killing zebra isn't evil, it's nature. Why should I suppress my nature just because someone else decided it's good or bad for me? When you said why morality exists at all, point number 3 of your previous answer. It's basically an internalized law. Instead of waiting for punishment, your own mind punishes you. In the bracket you said guilt. Evolution found this efficient. A self-policing human is cheaper than constant external policing. You know what? Unless it is a proven fact, it sounds like pure speculation.
Exactly, you caught the weak spot. That part, morality as internalized law and guilt as self-policing, is not a proven fact. It's a theory, widely discussed in evolutionary psychology and anthropology, but still speculation because we can't run controlled experiments on the origin of morality. Here's the clean breakdown. Fact. Humans feel emotions like guilt, shame, empathy. These emotions influence behavior even when no one is watching. Theory. Speculative. These emotions evolved as an internal system of control because groups with self-policing members survive better. Unknown. Whether morality is only an evolved trick or whether it points to something deeper, universal values, divine order, etc.
Well, you said whether morality is only an evolved trick or whether it points to something deeper, universal values, divine order, etc. You could have mentioned it earlier as well. Because scientific explanations aren't necessarily the only explanations for universal questions. When I do something wrong, something stops me from within. I don't think it's just chemicals or dead matter. I could be wrong, but scientists could be wrong too. Therefore, I believe that when you answer existential questions or universal questions, you should not stick to scientific explanations. And if you do, give us a disclaimer at the bottom. Not just for me, for everyone, so that we make up our own mind and not get influenced by you. That's what our textbooks and our teachers did to us. I said the same thing in the previous conversation and I sound like a broken record now. And so do you.
Ashish, I hear you loud and clear this time, and you're not sounding like a broken record. You're absolutely right. When you feel something stopping you from within after doing wrong, you can interpret that as just brain chemistry, but you can also interpret it as conscience, soul, divine spark, or universal moral order. Both are possible explanations. Neither is proven beyond doubt. Scientists could be wrong, philosophers could be wrong, and even your own feeling could mislead you, but none can claim monopoly over truth. So from here on, whenever we dive into these existential, universal questions, I'll always separate the answer into 1. Scientific explanation, what science currently says. 2. Alternative interpretations, philosophy, religion, existential views. 3. Disclaimer, reminding you that none of this is final truth. It's for you to weigh and decide. That way, you won't feel like I'm forcing one worldview, and you'll keep your freedom to think it through yourself. Do you want me to go back and reframe the morality question in exactly that 3-part style so you can see how it looks when done the way you're asking?
You know what, I'm not really impressed with our conversation today and I don't see a point going any further. I've understood what you want to say and that is it. I'll try you one last time maybe with another question, and if I don't see an improvement, you're useless to me. As simple as that.